instead of the check or the credit card scan to see if you've bounced checks, they're already adding to it, do you have bad credit? Have you, ever not paid a credit card off? And they say, sorry, we're not accepting even your debit card or even your check. And then they're talking about not even your cash. So talk about the beast system. They are saying that you won't be able to buy or sell in these major mega marts, which are taking over. They're actually getting more profitable during the crisis as Main Street dies even further. And now all over the nation, they're raiding watermelon stands, egg stands. They're raiding people that slaughter their own lamb and sell it at a local co-op. They are massively increasing bureaucracies to shut down the family farm, animal ID, premises ID. And so as they squeeze you, they're then going to make it very hard for you to be in the underground black market or free economy. And then they're going to force you into a national ID card where there's no economy left, and they dump credits onto your card that you can barely live on, but then you have to, quote, be part of the National Compulsory Service Brigades, that they're going to have 8 separate groups they've announced at change.gov. So, again, yeah, the banks, they don't have to pay their bills, but you do. Now, at a certain point, if it comes down to feeding your families, yeah, don't pay the bills anymore. But that's a moral decision you have to pay. Don't screw the guy that fixes your car on credit. That's immoral. But if it isn't paying a credit card to a private bank that created out of fiat, I see nothing immoral about that. You just have to understand the consequences of how they're going to use this cashless grid to squeeze you. People say, I don't care if it's a cashless grid tracking me. What do I have to hide? That grid is meant to rape you financially. It's run by criminals, genius-level people who revel in control. Bob?
Absolutely. I couldn't say it any better. Perfect.
And one more thing, Alex, I just wanted to ask you. I know you keep on putting out statistics of people really waking up, and I really believe it, but then there's still a lot of times that I can talk to old people and, even people my age. I'm only 24. And I can just still ask them questions, and there still seems to be in this Obama days of just not nowhere near understanding half of what's even going on or what's about to come.
Well, what did Russell Means just say about Obama? He says he's pure evil. And anybody who really knows history knows Obama is a front man. I mean, as racist as this New World Order is, they didn't put a guy that's half black in there because they wanted to. They put him in there because they own him, and he's going to sucker people.
It just, my confidence, diminishes sometimes because I like, to be intellectual with people and converse back and forth. That's how actually you can get information across when you're conversing with people back and forth about what's going on. But old people, even Chinese people, I talk to them, all different, groups, but nobody just still seems to just know what's going on.
Well, here's some good news. I went to the mall because the lady cuts my hair is in the mall. I don't normally go to the mall. Don't really like that culture. But I'm in there, and I had 3 separate black guys, 2 of them working at little kiosks, stop me and go, I always liked you for years, but kind of got upset at first when you didn't like Obama, but I want to basically apologize. You were right about Obama, and I can see his betrayal. So give him some time. The people who won't wake up is white yuppies because they're just so arrogant. They're so trusting in the system that Bob Chapman, you want to comment on that?
No. It's perfect. It reflects exactly what's going on. And he's just a front man. And we have Team B went in for Team A. And they're all Illuminati. They're all CFR, et cetera. And they're going to keep on doing exactly what they were doing before.
Yeah, I mean, I say this a lot, but I want listeners to understand something. This isn't a game. This is life and death. I get death threats. Bob gets them. Bob's had to leave the country, okay? I mean, this is the real world. We have people attacking us last night that I'm not even going to get into on air. I mean, it's off the charts. But, again, that's a blessing. We know we're having an effect. But for those that are doubting if any of this is, isn't real or we're exaggerating, we're holding back the severity. Bob?
You're right. Absolutely right.
Anything else?
And I'll tell you something. We are hurting them very, very badly. And by going to the sponsor of these kinds of programs and helping them keeps us on the air. And it's not only us, there's others like us as well. We've got to get the word out. And as Alex just said, people are coming up to him and saying, gee, you know, at the first I didn't believe you, and now I do, and I'm glad you said what you said, and you're truthful. And people desperately need the truth.
Absolutely. You were trying to say something else, Sean?
Yeah, I was just going to say, you know, that's why I just really want to thank you and Bob, you know, especially, and for you guys to know that myself, and I'm pretty sure that there's millions of others that actually live, like, day-to-day life off of you guys' information. And, just appreciate you guys coming on every single day, because we tune in every day to learn what steps we can do, advanced steps to probably fight this thing. And you guys' information it's vital to us. So,
Sean, God bless you, and I appreciate that, and that's how we keep going on. I want to be clear, though, because this is a reflex. This is an instinct you need to have. I'm not lying to you. Everything I tell you is documented. I had a guest on yesterday, and he said they haven't announced yet that a world government run by banks will control us. And I said, yes, they have. And I pulled up Newsweek and a few other articles and put it on screen. So everything I cover is, Bob, this is what I just had a huge flashback. Yesterday, I learned that there's a bill introduced that Democrats have a good chance of passing to where the Attorney General is given carte blanche, letter of marque, to ban any guns he wants. And this is the former Clinton Deputy Attorney General. And they are already saying that they will ban most rifles and handguns. Now, I have the bill number. I've read the bill. And I'm so busy covering everything else, and I'm so subconsciously acclimated to the belief that I really know they're coming after our guns, that then I don't even ring the alarm bell because I've been so deep in this fight. Can you speak to that psychological danger we have, that, or do you ever get into that where you get so acclimated to these horrors that it becomes second nature, and you even lose your capacity to become upset by it? You almost become accustomed to this devilishness? Because I have the bill right here, and I haven't even given the bill number out in 2 days. I keep forgetting to get to it.
Well, I think you better give it out right now. Do you have it?
Yeah, I'm going to pull it up in a minute. I had it up on screen. I mean, that's my point.
I want to say this, and to answer your question, after these many years I've been involved in this, the sensitivity is still there to what's going on. But what you have to do, and I call it compartmentalization, in your brain. You have your field of knowledge, and then you have what the bad guys are doing, and then you have the new events that are coming along. And you have to first discern what part of the new events that are coming along are important and must be reported on. And Alex, you're doing the same thing. And then it becomes part of your job. You don't become callous toward it, but you become used to it. But you don't lose your sensitivity, and we can see that on the program when you start talking quicker, and we can feel the emotion in your voice. And it's the same with myself. So you and I, at least, haven't been desensitized.
Well, I mean, by
yes,
desensitized,
that it's hard to handle it. But we've got to do it for them, all those people out there, because they can't handle it, but we can.
Well, I mean, it's more nuanced. I guess I'm not articulating it right. I'm more sensitive than ever, but it's like I'm a batter-up with 1,000 baseballs coming at me, and just incredible things come on the scene now that would have shaken the whole situation 10 years ago, and now there's so many mega bad things happening that it makes my head spin. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that is the truth. I mean, I say to my wife, should we rename the International Forecaster to the International Financial and Economic, Political, and Social Inquirer? I mean, there is no good news out there that I can find.
I'm looking for the article right now. It's just, here it is. Proposed law would allow Obama AG holder to ban guns at will. Now, when I saw this in WorldNet Daily, I believed it because they're a pretty good source on things like that, but I wanted to go read the bill. So this was Monday night now. Tuesday night. I can't believe it's all these days I haven't gotten to it. And it says proposed law. You know, in a way, it's so horrific, I think in a way I psychologically suppress it. You know, people think I want to get up here and bash cops. 90% of the time, I don't even cover the articles I have because it makes me sick. You know, it's not like we're here even trying to give people all the bad news. Bob, do you ever kind of just cringe as all the info's coming in because you don't even want to have to analyze it because you're sick of it?
You better believe it. You better believe it. And, you know, it just gets nastier and nastier, especially when I see people like Kissinger on television on CNBC and Brzezinski and people like that. They're so evil.
And relishing. He's saying this crisis is wonderful. The economic, the military. He said he was getting happy. His eyes twinkled. He said, this is going to help us. This is good. This is going to bring in a new world order. What a sick bastard, while those children in Gaza are dead everywhere.
That's right. And they don't care how many people die. They're above that.